north, by instruction and support of founder and leader of the Afghanistan National Islamic Movement, women, youth, intellectuals and artists and culture art centers has been opened and latitude of thought is provided. Furthermore, natural gas pipelines, compost and electric, textile, granaries, coal and other facilities are not only being protected, but also they were kept active to the highest level. Thousands of work areas are created. New sources are found and electric power is given to the regions which didn't have them before. City gas pipeline network is extended to the Shebergan and Mazar Sharif cities. Schools, mosques and hospitals, hundreds of education institutions, high schools for boys and girls separately are built and presented to the country service. The mosques and schools of Javjujan, Faryab and Takhar can be given as an example. Also, there has been taken particular trouble for restoration of historical and national values and to build celestial palaces by founder and leader of the movement within, where movement has control on it. Ravza-e Mubarak's basic repair project is one of the significant developments that are produced. 14 kilograms fine gold plate that has written the Islamic testimony of faith on it is placed above the middle door of the Ravza-e Mubarak's with a very high cost. This behavior shows how General Dostum has faith in Islamic religion and his belief in the four caliphs, Khulafai Rashidin. Consider it's impossible to rule the country in these critical conditions without young professionals and experts. He sent hundreds of our youth to the Republic of Turkey, which is our ally country, in order to conclude higher education. All of the students came back after they finished their higher educations. All these young people remembered well what General Dostum said to them when they were sent to achieve higher education. My dear children, I am not sending you abroad to have fun or to paint the town red or to being drunk, but I am sending you to learn science and profession. What my expectations from all of you is to obtain these skills and knowledge and to come back to your country and implement your knowledge in favor of this country. General Dostum has asked our Turkish friends to establish Afghano-Turkish high schools in Afghanistan, and this idea was accepted by the Turkish authorities. The first Afghan-Turkish high schools are established in Javjuan and Mazar-e Sharif and attracted thousands of young people to take education there. We remember an instance about General Dostum's humanity and universal ideas. He was accommodating over 500,000 Kabul residents in the north of the country after Dr. Najibullah's regimes fell apart. From every part of the community, doctors, statesmen, academicians, art performers, from musicians to other art groups, politicians, intellectuals, students, investors and tradesmen have taken refuge in the north of the country. All the guest houses and homes of the north residents were opened for the citizens.
من سعید اورگزای نویسنده فیلمساز و گوینده رادیو تلویزیون و افغان فیلم خواهیم که از این همه مهمان نوازی، از این همه محبت، از این همه گرمجوشی اظهار سپاس و شکران بکنم. ما هیچ کدام نباید مایوس باشیم. به خاطر چی؟ به خاطر ازی که همونطور که اگر شما دقت کرده باشید که برادر گرامی استر جنرال عبدالرشید دوستم نامی از مهاجر نگرفتن که مهاجرین کابل، بلکه شما میهمان هستین.
چین جان مادر خدا صاحب خدا از دست دادیم کل مادر خدا اقبال تنوز هم بلند کنه، جان جور دل بیغم بتیته و نمایندگی از تمام زنای شهر کابل اگر 5 تای ما آمدیم 5 تای ما اونجا ماندیم، اگر 4 تای ما آمدیم 4 تای ما اونجا ماندیم. مردهای خدا در روی اولی دفن کردیم، بچه ما آمدیم کل ما احتیاج فقیر بیچاره اواره بیخانه، بچه دخترهای جوان خدا گرفتیم، بچه گری دست خدا کشیدیم دادیم، دخترهای جوان انداختیم. شوهری دمیانی دکان از خبر نداره مرده است زنده است، بچه دمیانی دکان از خبر نداره مرده است زنده است. بچه خودم دختر معلوم در مکتب بود خبر ندارم که مرده است یا زنده است. بچه گریختیم، کل ما گریختیم، بی کرا بی خانه بی جای بی روزگار بی چادر بی بود گریختیم آمدیم کل مادر خود. امروز ایلی خدا ویلی امی در دوستم جاندار دوستم آمدیم اک عبدالرشید دوستم که مورا از خدا و از این میشه جلوی از این کار رو بگیره که مردم افغانستان 4 فکرها که دست مزار شریف آمد که نداشت زیر را که تفتاد مرده، زیر را که تفتاد مرد فقیره مردن گل بودی نو مسلمان میکنه مردم بیاید.
زن شما برادرها را در ولایت بلخ از صمیم قلب خوش آمدید میگیم. بسیار مایوس هستیم که شما در روزهای نوروز گل سرخ باید به خاطر زیارت سخی می آمدین. بدبختانه بگیم بعضی جا طلبی ها و خودخواهی ها و شما را از خانه هایتان دور آواره و به این مشکلی مواجه ساختن. برای شما هم وطنای عزیز اطمینان بتیم که بگذارین هر کس هر چی بکنه این سختی ها این دشواری ها تیر میشه، دیگه روی زمستان تیر میشه، روی و زغال میمانه. به خاطر مطمئن باشین برادرای شما، برادرای مجاهدین شما، برادرای سربازا و جنرالای شما در پالی شما قرار داره و به این غم درناک و به درد شما خدا شریک میدانه و هر کمکی از دست جنبش ملی و اسلامی افغانستان به از شما دریغ نخواد بکنه. تشکر از توجهتان.
About 100,000 people were thinking to leave the country, and with the approval of General Dostum and under his protection, they were able to leave from Hayratan port. General Dostum has a wonderful personality in being a protector of poor, exiled or in need people. For example, when domestic problems erupted in Tajikistan, our neighbor country, most of the people chose to take refuge in another country. And General Dostum has ordered to open a refugee camp in a zone called Sahni, at the east of the city, for these peoples. He provided all supplements to the camp needed. In his speech to the refugees, General Dostum says, "You're our precious guests. Please do not consider yourself as refugees. Your dignity and honor are being protected here. You will live here like our people. Do not attempt to do anything against the Tajikistan, because we have friendly relationship with our neighbor countries and we don't want to interfere with their domestic problems and can't tolerate or allow for anyone to interfere with other countries' domestic problems from our soils. You will live here as our guests until the condition in your country comes back to normal again." That's exactly what happened. After the conditions in Tajikistan cooled off and security was provided, the Tajik refugees returned to their country grateful and happy. As being a founder and leader of the Afghanistan National Islamic Movement, General Dostum obtained all these successes and gains in various fields due to his loyalty and his liability related to the party and his people. He showed his loyalty and compromises in defense of public values by protecting the state and the democracy and the honor of the public. He obtained endearment of millions